Good morning. A thunderstorm caught Mumbai by surprise and suddenly it seemed as if we were in the midst of monsoons. The steady FII flow has abated and there is no downpour as such in terms of events. The key indices managed to recover after a choppy session while the global picture was quite mixed. US stocks closed nearly flat, pulling back from their session highs after treasury prices slipped. The European markets rose amid mergers and acquisition talk. Today's start is likely to be subdued as Asian markets are flat to negative, while China is pacing the decline. South Korea's central bank has hiked its benchmark interest rate by 25 basis points. Lately, there has been some speculation about China increasing rates as well. Mounting concerns over the fiscal health of Eurozone nations like Ireland and Portugal have also hurt the sentiments. The global issues will remain at the forefront even as India grapples with high inflation, hardening rates, tight liquidity and slow industrial output. The last of the quarterly results have been announced. In the absence of any major domestic catalyst, the markets may flounder unless global equities bounce back. The Nifty managed to recover on Monday from 50 DMA to close above 6,100. With the appearance of a piercing line pattern on the daily candlestick, there is a high probability of the rebound continuing for a while. It could extend towards 6,171, which is a 10 DMA resistance. Shares of Gravita India Limited will get listed on the bourses today. The issue price was fixed at Rs 125, the upper band of the price band of Rs 120 to 125 a share. The company raised Rs 450 million through the issue of 36 lakh shares, which was subscribed 42.88 times. The QIB portion was subscribed 6.04 times. Non-institutional investors' portion was subscribed by a whooping 182.52 times, and the retail portion was subscribed by 37.34 times. The FIs were net buyers of Rs 3.13 billion in the cash segment on Monday provisionally as per the NSE website. Local funds were net buyers of Rs 33.9 million. In the F&O segment, the foreign funds were net sellers at Rs 16.67 billion. The foreign funds were net sellers of Rs 6.83 billion segment on Friday as per the SEBI website. Talking of FII flows, the global fund flows improved after the Federal Reserve announced the much-awaited Q2 earnings on the 4th of November, says EPFR Global. During the week end of November, investors committed over $15 billion to EPFR Global Tracked Equity Funds, the highest total since the last Q2 of 2008, and another $7.1 billion into money market funds. Flows into US equity funds were strong while Europe equity funds posted their 7th straight week of net inflows, says the US-based global tracker of fund flows. Meanwhile, commodity sector funds hit a 26-week high as the prices of gold and other commodities climbed. Global equity funds had their best week since early April, and flows into emerging market equity funds are on the verge of setting an all-time annual inflow record. The dollar climbed to a 6-week high on Monday as rising yields on 10-year US Treasuries helped boost the demand for the US Treasury. The risk that Portugal will have to turn to the intellectual community for emergency financial assistance is high because of the growing dangers of contagion through financial markets, the country's finance minister has warned. The government has sought Parliament approval for gross additional expenditure of Rs 449.5 billion in the current financial year. India's trade deficit widened to $9.7 billion in October compared to $9.12 billion in the earlier month, while exports rose to $18 billion, up 21.3% compared to last year, and imports grew by 6.8% to $27.7 billion in October. The wholesale price index came down to reach a 9-month low at 8.58% in October, primarily due to fall in prices of primary articles, particularly food items, during the month. SEBI likely to introduce flat fee of 1.5% for equity mutual fund schemes. Tata Group plans to foray into projects logistics segment in the next 1 year to tap 200 billion rupees market in India. HPCL lines up Rs 130 billion capex to double its capacity of Vizag refinery to 15 million tons a year by financial year 2014. Indian Oil Corporation has planned a capex of 25 billion rupees for its marketing and distribution expansion. Tata Motors global sales were up by 18% at 86,705 units in October against a year ago period. Natco Pharma plans to raise 1 billion rupees through private placement and various modalities. Vivimid Labs is set to acquire a company in Europe for about 50 million US dollars. Moving on to the recommendations, the trading ideas are: a buy on Axis Bank. We advise buying the stock above levels of Rs 1,525 with a stop loss to be maintained at Rs 1,500 for a target price of Rs 1,580. A buy on Global Spirits. We advise buying the stock in the range of Rs 177 to Rs 179 for a target price of Rs 189 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 174. The derivative strategies are: long emphasis November future in the range of Rs 587 to Rs 589 for a target price of Rs 607 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 578. And long BHEL November future in the range of Rs 2,402 to Rs 2,405 for a target price of Rs 2,482 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 2,372. Thank you and have a great day ahead.